The U.S. reached its debt limit yesterday.
It has now surpassed $35 trillion.
By 2049, 30 years from now, debt to GDP will reach 144%.
Defaulting on our debt is not an option.
US debt is a hot topic that politicians often manipulate to persuade and scare people. Most know one thing for sure: it just keeps growing, no matter what happens outside. Wars, pandemics or natural disasters. As of December 2024, the US debt has reached $36 trillion. $36 trillion. $36 trillion. What's shocking is that nearly $8 trillion of that is owed to foreign countries. In this video, we will explore the top 10 countries that owe money to the US and how these relationships impact global economics today. The dynamics of US debt are more complex and important than you might think. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's find out who really owes the US money. Let's start by understanding foreign owed US debt. This refers to the money that other countries invest in US Treasury securities, government bonds that the US sells to raise funds. Think of them as the IOUs from the US government. Countries invest in US debt for a few key reasons. First, US Treasury securities are among the safest investment in the world, backed by the full faith and credit of the US government. This gives investors confidence that they will get their money back. Second, US debt is very liquid, meaning it can be easily bought and sold, making it attractive for countries managing their finances. In recent years, the global economic landscape has shifted. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries faced uncertainty and sold off some US Treasury holdings for quick cash. However, as of December 2024, foreign countries still hold nearly $8 trillion in US debt, indicating that it remains a safe investment. Rising interest rates are also affecting this market. As rates increase, borrowing becomes more expensive, which can influence how much foreign investors are willing to buy. Despite these challenges, US debt remains a key part of many countries' investment strategies. So as we explore the countries that owe money to the US, remember the vital role that foreign-owned US debt plays in the global economy. Before we dive in, it's important to know that we didn't use astrological predictions or a crystal ball to create this list. Instead, we relied on credible sources like the IMF, World Bank, and the US Department of Treasury. Starting our list at number 10 is Taiwan, which holds $234 billion in US debt. Taiwan has a strong economic relationship with the United States, characterized by robust trade and investment ties. The US is one of the Taiwan's largest trading partners, importing a variety of goods, including electronics, machinery, and agricultural products. In fact, in 2023, US imports from Taiwan totaled about $76 billion, while US export to Taiwan exceeded $40 billion, resulting in a trade balance favoring Taiwan of around $36 billion. Additionally, Taiwan exports a significant amount of high-tech products, particularly semiconductors, which are crucial for the global supply chain. This makes Taiwan a vital player in the technology sector, and its semiconductor industry is considered one of the best in the world, accounting for nearly 60% of the global market. What Taiwan's significant role in the semiconductor industry means for its relationship with the US? Share in the comment your personal opinion. Coming in at number 9 is Ireland, which holds $253 billion in US debt. Ireland has established itself as a favorable business environment for US investments, making it a key destination for American companies. With a low corporate tax rate of 12.5%, Ireland attracts numerous multinational corporations looking to minimize their tax liabilities. Additionally, Ireland's membership in the European Union provides US companies with easy access to the European market, enhancing trade opportunities. The country is home to many tech giants and pharmaceutical firms that have set up their European headquarters there. This strong US presence not only boosts Ireland's economy but also strengthens the financial ties between the two nations. Overall, Ireland's strategic location, skilled workforce, and pro-business policies contribute to its substantial holdings of US debt, underscoring the deep economic ties between Ireland and the United States. At At number 8 we have Canada with $254.1 billion in US debt. Canada is one of the United States' closest allies, with a long-standing partnership that extends across various sectors, including trade, security and culture. The economic ties between the two countries are particularly strong, as Canada is the largest trading partner for the United States. In 2023, the two nations exchanged over $700 billion in goods. Canada exports a wide range of products to the United States, including energy resources, automotive parts and agricultural goods, while importing technology and consumer products in return. This close economic relationship is not just beneficial for trade, it also enhances both countries' economic stability. With Canada's significant holding of US debt, it reflects the trust and interdependence between the two nations, further solidifying their position as economic partners in North America. At number 7 is the Cayman Islands, which holds $285 billion in US debt. Despite its small size, the Cayman Islands is a major offshore financial center, attracting numerous investment firms due to its favorable tax laws and regulatory environment. These firms manage significant amount of US Treasury securities, providing their clients with secure and liquid assets while benefiting from the strength of the US dollar. The presence of hedge funds and private equity firms further highlights the territory's role in the global finance. Overall, the Cayman Islands' substantial holding of US debt underscore its importance in international investment strategies. Coming in at number 6 is Switzerland, with $290 billion in US debt. Switzerland has significantly increased its holdings of US Treasury securities in recent years, reflecting its strong confidence in the stability of the US economy. In addition to being a major holder of US debt, Switzerland is also a key creditor for several other countries, including Germany and France. The Swiss financial system is known for its robustness and security, making it an attractive place for foreign investment. This growing presence in the US debt highlights Switzerland's vital role in the global financial landscape and its commitment to maintaining diverse, stable investments. At number 5 is Luxembourg, which holds $318 billion in US debt. Known for its robust financial landscape, Luxembourg is a leading global financial center, particularly in investment funds and private banking. The country's favorable regulatory environment and low tax rates attract numerous multinational corporations and investment firms, which contribute to its significant holding of the US Treasury securities. Luxembourg's position as the major hub for wealth management and fund administration enhances its role in the global economy, making it a key player in holding US debt. This underscores the country's strategic importance in facilitating international investments and financial stability. Coming in at number 4 is Belgium, which holds $331 billion in US debt. A significant player in the global financial market, Belgium is home to the Euroclear, one of the largest financial services companies in the world. Euroclear acts as a major clearinghouse for securities transactions, facilitating the settlement of trades in the US Treasury securities and other global assets. This key role allows Belgium to efficiently manage a vast volume of US debt, making it a critical hub for international finance. Belgium's substantial holding of US Treasury securities not only reflect its strong economic ties to the US, but also its importance in the broader financial ecosystem. At number 3 is the United Kingdom, which holds a substantial $670 billion in US debt. The UK's relationship with the US debt dates back to the World War I, when the UK relied heavily on American loans to finance its war efforts. This financial partnership laid the groundwork for a long-standing economic relationship. Over the decades, the UK has remained one of the largest foreign holders of US Treasury securities, benefiting from the security and stability they offer. The strong ties between the two nations, bolstered by shared history and culture, continue to foster significant trade and investment flows. Today, the UK's substantial holding of US debt reflects its ongoing commitment to the strength of the US economy and the importance of this financial relationship in the global market. Coming in at number 2 is China, which holds $860 billion in US debt. China has been a major creditor of the United States for over a decade, often vying with Japan for the top position in foreign holding of the US Treasury securities. This relationship began to take shape in the early 2000s, when China adopted a policy of maintaining a stable currency to support its export-driven economy. By purchasing significant amounts of US debt, China was able to keep its currency undervalued, making its exports more competitive in the global market. In 2023, the value of US imports from China exceeded exports to China by around $280 billion, highlighting a significant trade deficit. This financial relationship is complex, and it ties China's economy closely to the performance of the US. Despite recent tensions in trade and geopolitics, China's substantial holding of US debt underscore its continued confidence in the US economy and the strategic importance of this financial link. At the top of our list is Japan, holding an impressive $1.1 trillion in US debt. Japan has long been the largest foreign holder of US Treasury securities, a status it has maintained for over 2 decades. This substantial investment began in the early 2000s, when Japan sought to diversify its foreign reserves while benefiting from the security of US debt. Japan's aging population and low interest rate environment have driven its government and investors to seek safe, liquid assets, further fueling the demand for US Treasury securities. Over the years, Japan's holdings have grown significantly, reflecting the nation's strategy to ensure financial stability and support its own economy. In fact, Japan's US debt holdings have more than doubled since 2000, highlighting the trust in the US economy and the importance of this relationship. As Japan navigates its own economic challenges, its continued investment in the US Treasury securities underscores the mutual reliance and economic ties between the two nations. We've explored the top 10 countries holding significant amounts of US debt, with Japan at the forefront owning a remarkable $1.1 trillion. These relationships highlight the interconnectedness of global economies, where foreign investments in US Treasury securities are vital for financial stability and international trade. The implications of these foreign-held US debt are significant. Continued investment in US securities supports the dollar's status as the world's primary reserve currency. However, rising interest rates are increasing borrowing costs, which could prompt countries to rethink their investment strategies, potentially affecting global economic stability. As we look ahead, we might witness shifts as emerging economies grow and explore alternatives to US debt. Geopolitical tensions and changing trade dynamics will also shape which countries continue to invest in the US securities. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and share this video, so you don't miss our next episodes. Also, how do you think these trends will impact the global economy in the coming years? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Catch you in the next one.